Morning, YouTubers. If anybody out there knows anything about Federal Reserve and Strawman, they said that your birth certificate is owned by the Federal Reserve. So, I guess certain people that are real smart and have computers and sit around all day and have all kinds of access to information and know how to get information and have money and time and money to put into something like that can use the Federal Reserve and their birth certificate to improve their credit rating or some kind of shit. It's on here. Anyhow, the point is if the Federal Reserve is the Bank on International Settlements, is the central bank. Now, the world reserve currency is going from the Federal Reserve petrodollar, US petrodollar, and it's going to the Chinese yuan. Then that means that all the birth certificates, they are actually selling all the Americans and all the humans and anybody under the petrodollar, any country that uses petrodollar is going to get sold. They are selling human beings. If you think you're not a slave, that's bullshit, because they own the birth certificates, they own the money. They are trading us. The Chinese are going to get our work and our labor. All right, and since Americans are lazy and lackluster and don't really compete on a global economic, they're not as good as Japan or China. I mean, come on, please. I mean, they're not as smart as the Israelis or the Europeans. I mean, they're not as smart in financial things and engineering things. It's done. It's over. All right, so. They take a lot of credit for computers and stuff, but that's probably all engineered anyhow. Back engineering, they call it, from UFOs. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, the point is that the birth certificate goes to the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve goes to the petrodollar, and the petrodollar now is being changed to the SDR Chinese renminbi. So that means they are selling us. And that's why they're doing all the DNA tests, because they want to find out who's who. The Chinese want to find out what they're buying. They're trying to figure out what their product is here and how to best manage their product. And if you watched, what do you call it? The fucking barges down here. The freaking hurricanes and the barges. Anyhow. I'm going to try to find out what I can find out, but it makes me sick. I mean, really, researching this shit makes me sick. Absolutely freaking sick. I mean, only college people get any money anyway, so I mean, it's a waste of freaking time. Because they're only going to give money to college people, since you got to work for the big companies. It's just freaking horrible. Wow. This is freaking going to be like... America is going to be like Israel. They're going to have like the Golan Heights, the Gaza Strip, and the Jerusalem. You're going to have the people in Golan Heights will be like the open air prison. Gaza will be like the wild ones that run away and they kill them. And the freaking Jerusalem ones will be the slaves. And they're going to do the same thing with America. Israel is an archetype for the world. And another thing. Israel's an archetype for the world. The religion is irrelevant. I mean, the Talmud, though, that says it all. When you got somebody that's telling you that they're going to kill you, and then they do it. All right, the Talmud says they're going to kill you. Then they're laughing about it, dancing Israelis. So to me, the way I figure it is they are following the Talmud. I don't think the average Jews know nothing about it, or the average Muslims. There's a higher power using both of them as convenient. It's convenient for them. It's convenient to let them think that they're running the world, or think that they got some kind of say in it when they don't. So they let it go. Well, anyway, Chinese are getting your birth certificate. That's the way things freaking seem to be, and fuck is all, because these freaking are really a horrible generation. I mean, I shouldn't even have to make these videos, because it's just a horrible generation, and you ought to be farming and drilling your own oil wells and growing your own food and hunting, and the average people ought to be living right, but they're not, and you're pulling me down into your mess, and it's really bad. I mean, just because you want to give the country to a global government, and you believe this is watching the freaking news is like professional wrestling, and that's how fake it is. All right, it's like, but the people go and they go, yay! They don't care if it's fake. They believe it. So believe this: you were bought with a price. That's what Jesus Christ said. Now, look at the Federal Reserve and the birth certificate thing, and tell me, how did Jesus know that 2,000 years ago?